Over the last decade, the black magicians have very successfully compelled the British public to believe, moreover, invest emotional and physical energy in various artificial constructs, such as voting. The idea these politicians are really in opposition to each other, the ideological back and forth. Then there's fake climate change to cover for the geoengineering, infatuation with technology, mobile phones, made up pandemics, injections of chemical soup. While immigration from mostly Muslim countries is at its height, so the family and natural man-woman dynamic has been under attack. The perfect storm, designed to undermine and replace the population of the UK. It looks to be gearing up for the old classic, religious and racial division, leading to conflict mixed in with the foreign wars, the Palestinian situation. A perfect storm. The hypocrisy inherent in these movements is obvious. By the late 20th century, Western Europe had finally removed itself from the shackles of organized religion. Worldly, evil institutions responsible already for many conflicts. Nothing to do with God and creation or Jesus' teachings. Everything to do with control and auditing of social groups. Suddenly, out of nowhere, after the Middle Eastern people arrive, it's, oh, this is a Christian nation. So now we have two camps, left, woke, unnationalistic, and dressing up as clowns, versus right, both are deluded. Well, not the disingenuous snakes that push these agendas from the top, the talking heads. They believe in the paycheck at the end. And that is especially the larger anti-the-system internet channels, nearly all controlled, giving us the facts, not flat earth though, on their terms and time. The more charming and relatable they are, the more dangerous, the better the actor. Discernment and intuition are there to let us decide who are the real ones. But it is difficult, if not impossible. So better to observe and decide for oneself what's going on. The division is giving the people a cause, something to do, and always to avoid individual thought, even personality development, it seems. They also serve as distractions from the blatant poverty of the UK's native population. Homelessness, no jobs, filthy streets, smeared in dog feces, drug dealers, and laundering in our faces. The hard facts of the situation. The illegal immigrants have been brought in by the government. Lots of criminals, mentally ill, paedophiles, random young men, in order to stimulate crime and chaos so as to bring in the solution. Digital IDs mean no control anymore over even moving around the country or accessing food and other basic services. Seeing as it is a measure that has been in the pipeline since Tony Blair's premiership, we can assume it is essential for the 2030 milestone on the road to communism. Keir Starmer is attempting to introduce the IDs, despite every indication no one wants it. He does not have his public's support. It cannot work if the people simply boycott its use and all services connected to it early on, before gathering speed. These things are always introduced gradually. It is essential there is an instant and unanimous backlash. The early signs of what's planned we see emerging surreptitiously at this stage. For instance, the Freemasonic hand in the city of Manchester, possibly elsewhere, as they put a large honeybee picture all over the city. Buses, rubbish bins, random buildings and signposts. They are telling us they intend to treat the cities like hives, the inhabitants as workers to their plan. Modus operandus, communicating to their victims through images, never directly. It is important, I think, to understand there are no authority figures to help or make things better or offer protection. The police sirens every day at specific times when the sun comes out or the busiest streets. Imagine terrorizing your own local community like that, getting paid for it, hiding behind the Masonic uniform and cop station. They are worse than the mafia drug gangs, as they have the government and our tax money behind them as well. The police remain the #1 enemy. Following orders or not, that excuse got old. I don't believe any of them, however stupid, could not realize by now what they are doing with the sirens. The police and all the main royal institutions will certainly go along with the digital ID and enforce it. Therefore, we have the numbers game. How many people still watch the news, live in fear of positive action, and so accept the IDs that cannot be forced, like the jabs?